Climate change, as we know, is altering the magnitude, frequency, duration of extreme events, and over the recent few weeks and days we have been reminded of several of these extreme events. Heat and cold wave, tropical cyclones, floods, drought, other natural hazards. They can cause tens of thousands of deaths and hundreds of thousands of injuries every year around the world. Climate conditions indeed are very influential on some of
The World Health Organization welcomes this Atlas of Health and Climate. It is a unique scientific tool for improving, our response to a number of climate-sensitive diseases and health conditions. Of course, for WHO, we are very passionate about
the concrete benefit that can arise when health and climate services join forces. And the evidence of such benefits continues to expand, as some of the examples which you will find in this atlas show. This morning you talked about malaria, meningitis, many things. Indeed, climatic factors are known to have an influence on the dynamics of many of these diseases.
We are very passionate about this collaboration because at the end of the day, human capital and human security is the most important asset contributing to sustainable development in every country. And if we can make full use of the scientific data coming from climate and weather data to provide early warning to countries, so that they can prepare and prevent devastations arising from either natural disasters, as we're talking, Hurricane Sandy, and then of course many diseases, including malaria, dengue, meningitis, just a few examples. These are what we call climate-sensitive diseases, because such dimensions, climate dimensions like rainfall, humidity, and temperature would influence the epidemics, the outbreaks, either directly influencing the parasites or the mosquitoes that carry them. And all the animal sectors that are passing the disease, crossing the species barrier from animal to human. And we have seen this again and again and again. If I tell you, 80% of the new diseases affecting human in the past 40 years come primarily from the animal sector. I give you one specific example, meningitis, bacterial meningitis. Every year when the hot and dusty wind of Hamilton comes, blowing across the meningitis belt, this is a belt covering more than 20 countries in sub-Saharan Africa, we will see the linkage between the hot and dusty wind with outbreak of meningitis. And many children, especially children below the age of 15, many of them are affected. And when they are affected, you lose lives, and those who survive suffer from mental damage. And this is extremely important. So what we do now is, in advance of the coming of the wind, because of this climate information, is allow us to do early warning. So what do? We pre-position and make sure the vaccination campaign take place before the coming of the wind, so that children are protected.